And to me, here's what is so head-scratching and mind-boggling. I can't understand for the life of me how you can go from a school like Ohio State and then you're going to even consider going to a school like this. And it's not just considering, he is highly interested in them. It's hard for me to fathom it. It really is. Why would Kyle McCord want to go to this school? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope you're having a great Wednesday. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And I also hope you're ready for some drama and transfer portal news because we got a lot to talk about. It's heating up, and I mean it is heating up fast. And what has really got me intrigued by all of this isn't just the amount of quarterbacks and players in the portal, but the quality of the players in the portal. And to go into more detail here, the quality of the quarterbacks in the portal, I seriously think there's about 10 to 15 good quarterbacks that could start right now. We got a lot to talk about and go over, including we got a big-time update on no other than Mr. Kyle McCord. If you didn't hear the big-time news, he's announced, he's the starting quarterback, by the way, that he is leaving Ohio State and he's going to go elsewhere. And it looks like at this point in time, we got a pretty good idea where he's going to wind up. We also got an update on Georgia's 5-star quarterback, Brock Vandagriff, who, by the way, was a 5-star recruit. He's announced where he's going, and it's in the SEC. We got a couple other minor things we're going to speak on, including, check this out, a little foreshadowing for later today. I'm not even going to read it off to you. You see it. Do what you want with this information. It is more than safe to say we got another jam-packed video on our hands today. Get you a meal, get you a snack, get you some popcorn, get whatever you like to eat and watch a video, because trust me, I do the same thing. Oh yeah. Almost forgot real quick. We're trying to hit 310,000 subscribers before the new year, January 1st. So yeah, if you like college football content, consider subscribing. It's free, doesn't hurt you. You can always unsubscribe later. But all right, man, blah, blah, shut the crap up. No, not further ado. Let's get into it. All right, so first things first on the agenda for today, we got to take a look at this. Pete Thamel reported former Texas Tech quarterback Tyler Shough is transferring to Louisville. Why am I talking about this? Because Shough will be 25 years old next weekend. I said next weekend, Matt, you idiot. My apologies. Next year. There we go. I just don't like this. Y'all know how I feel about it. If you want to play college football for 4 or 5 years, cool, do your thing. But when you play for 6, 7 years and you're 25 years old, dude, grow up, move on, go to the NFL, do something else. I hate it, and I also hate the fact this is his third college. For those of you who don't know, Tyler Shough has also played at Oregon and Texas Tech. And y'all can call me a hater all you want, but I just simply don't like it. Because obviously, it's not working out. If you're playing college football for 7 years, there's a reason for it. And to go on top of that, if you transfer to now your third different school, there's also a reason for that. And my whole gripe about this, it has nothing to do with Tyler Shough. Hey, like I said, hate the player, not the game. But I just hate the fact that he's taking away an opportunity from a young kid who's 18, 19, 20 years old. You know what? I'll pull up his stats right here. I mean, take a look at this. 2 years at Oregon, 3 at Tech, and now 1 more at Louisville. This is bullcrap. I even think you could argue and say playing 5 years of college football is bullcrap. Best of luck to him, though, and as far as it goes for Louisville, is this a decent pickup? Well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I wouldn't even put him in currently the top 15 for transfer portal quarterbacks. But I'd say this much. Anything's an upgrade over Jack Plummer. That guy sucks. Continuing along here to our second topic, and this was huge news. It's been sliding under the radar, and this honestly could have got its own entire video itself, but Arkansas star running back Rocket Raheem Sanders, he's entering the portal. Or Raheem Rocket Sanders, whatever you want to call him. He is without a shadow of a doubt in my mind a top 3 running back currently in the portal. This man was a beast. He didn't really get to put it on full display this year, but in 2022, he rushed for, you see it right here, over 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns. Right now, at least, and this is going to be something to pay attention to, the word around the block is he might go back to Florida State. I don't know how I feel about that because Trey Benson, won't he be coming back to Florida State? The Florida State rumor has been circling because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's his home state. The more I think about it, and you know they're going to be in the hunt for every top running back, top wide receiver, etc., Alabama, because they need running backs. Alabama this year, for the most part, they had a rotation of 3 running backs. I expected him to be in the race, but it really depends on what Rocket Sanders wants. Does he want to be the one and only guy carrying the ball, or does he want to share the load? There's not too much more to say about it because I have no leads on where he may go outside of some people I've been throwing out Florida State. Whoa, wait a minute. I just thought about this. What about Missouri? Won't they be losing their star running back Cody Schrader to the NFL draft? Missouri's a neighboring school at Arkansas. Keep your eyes on Mizzou. That one actually, the more I think about it, makes the most sense, logically. But moving along here to our third topic, well, it isn't even really a topic. It's just a tweet I'm going to show you from Hayes Fawcett. This is the guy who does all the recruiting, keeps up with it, does all the edits on Twitter. He posted this. Former 5-star recruit set to enter the transfer portal sometime today. Who will be this former 5-star recruit? I have no idea. Let me know in the comment section who you think it's going to be. You know we'll be talking about that later today, so stay tuned. Moving along here to our fourth topic, though, before we get into the main topic, check this out. Kentucky's backup quarterback, who almost beat out Carson Beck for the job, he entered the portal. We talked about that either yesterday or a couple of days ago. I can't remember. Well, it hasn't taken him too much time because he is already committed to Kentucky. What about that? And I'm going to clap it up for Kentucky because that is a big pickup and a great pickup. I think Vandergriff is fantastic. Been keeping up with him ever since high school. He can sling the ball. That is a huge upgrade for Kentucky because Devin Leary, he was highly disappointing this year. I wasn't even too high on Leary heading into the season, but he even disappointed me. I could sit up here all day and rave about this. This is great for both sides. Vandergriff because, well, he's going to get to play, and Kentucky, you're getting a 5-star quarterback. And what's really good about this is Vandergriff, he's prepared. He's ready to go right now because he was getting developed at Georgia. Please believe me when I say this. I could sit up here for the next 5 to 6 minutes and rave on how much I love this for both sides. But now, finally, moving on to the main topic of the main encore, the main reason you clicked on this video. What's going on with good old Kyle McCord? Well, as we all know, he entered the transfer portal. He's leaving Ohio State. That's somewhat old news if you've been keeping up with this situation as closely as I have. Now, whether he left because he wanted to leave or the coaching staff told him, hey, we're probably going to go after a new quarterback, that's up for debate, and it really doesn't matter. What does matter is he's in the portal and he's leaving. And it's being reported that these schools right here, they're in the running for him. Miami, NC State, Rutgers, Louisville, Mississippi State, Kentucky, obviously Kentucky no more, Nebraska, and Pitt. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cross on the schools I think have no shot. Kentucky, because they got that new quarterback. Louisville, because they got that quarterback. Pitt, and Rutgers. So obviously that leaves us with Nebraska, Miami, NC State, and Mississippi State. A lot of people are sleeping on this one, but the Miami one is really, and I mean really interesting because for those of you that don't know, they're paying these kids left and right. I've talked to multiple different recruits telling me how much Miami's paid them, and it is ridiculous. And we saw it last year. They was getting all these transfer portal players and 4- and 5-star recruits, and I'm sitting here going, why in the crap would anyone want to go to Miami? They're winning 7, 8 games a year, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I started talking to some of these recruits, and I was like, oh, well, that makes way more sense. They're getting paid. So if Kyle McCord wants money, yeah, Miami's going to be in the race. And remember, their starting quarterback, he entered the portal. As far as it goes for NC State, they're my last school on this list, but I don't think it's too far-fetched. Mississippi State and Nebraska are really interesting as well because remember, Mississippi State, they got Jeff Levy. And take a look at this. This might pique your interest even more. Yesterday, Nebraska's offensive coordinator, Marcus Satterfield, had a meeting with Kyle McCord. It is the next day, and as to how good that meeting went, don't know. Haven't heard anything about it. But here's what I will tell you. There's a lot of people who like the idea of McCord going to Nebraska. They're stating, oh, this is great for both sides and both parties. And I guess I'm the oddball out because I'm like, what? What are you seeing this? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think Nebraska would, I'm not going to say ruin him, but they wouldn't advance his game or enhance it. I'm telling you, Kyle McCord, you do not want to play for Nebraska, and you especially don't want to play behind that offensive line. And to me, here's what is so head-scratching and mind-boggling. I can't understand for the life of me how you can go from a school like Ohio State and then you're going to even consider going to a school like this. And it's not just considering, he is highly interested in them. It's hard for me to fathom it. It really is. Why would Kyle McCord want to go to this school? I don't know. But when you go back to his list here, though, and you take a look at all these teams, the more I look at it, the more I think Nebraska might not be as bad as I originally thought. Mississippi State, they're going to be rebuilding next year. NC State, well, they're in NC State. And Miami, yeah, it's a crap show. Don't get me wrong, Miami wouldn't be all bad, but I don't think it'd be all good either. And Nebraska, I guess there would be some upside, but there's also a lot of downside. To me, at least, I think Kyle McCord is good enough to go to a better school than the ones that are listed here. I don't know, maybe I had unrealistic expectations, but I thought Kyle McCord would be going to a top 15 or 20 school. Like I said, maybe that's me being unrealistic. And if his approach is, hey, I just want to play football, I don't care what the record is, I'm tired of looking over my shoulder, worrying about being benched and the fan base being toxic, this is perfect. Go to a school like Nebraska because as long as you win 7 or 8 games, you're fine. The pressure is going to be taken off, and I assume that is his mentality heading into this. He wants to play football and doesn't want to get scrutinized for going 11-1. If I had to give you my best educated guess on where I think McCord's going to go with all the information we have presented to us, I would definitely say Nebraska. He had a meeting with him. It's still in the Big Ten, so he doesn't have to go too far, and yeah, it looks like they're the front runners. I will say this, though. Do not sleep on Miami and Mississippi State. I think Mississippi State might have a slight chance just because of Jeff Levy. And Miami, they got money. And just like they say, money talks. Let me know your thoughts down below about that.